Hi, hallo allerseits, guten Tag. Heute lernen wir Imperativ. Okay, so what is basically imperative that we will look at today? Imperative is actually a type of sentence, it is a form of sentence. Okay, so we have already been listening and reading to imperative sentences since 6th standard. We just did not know that it was imperative. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some examples. You're going to read the examples, analyze them, and answer some basic questions about them. And you'll already be knowing imperative very well. Okay, so let's start. Lest die Sätze. Actually, this sentence is also an imperative sentence. Lest die Sätze. Okay, and here are the examples of imperative sentences. We have already been reading them since 6th standard. For example, ergänze die Tabelle. Kommen Sie bitte um 10 Uhr. Macht bitte die Hausaufgaben. Sprich bitte auf Deutsch. Geh mal in den Park spazieren. Correct? We already know these sentences. What is peculiar about them? Okay, so take a minute, analyze these sentences, and one by one, I will open up some questions in front of you. You will be able to answer them very easily. Okay, so you can pause the video here if you want. I'll just show you the first question. Yeah, what type of a sentence is it? There are a few options here. Multiple answers can be correct. Statement, question, command, request, exclamation, or instruction. So, yes, you have guessed it correctly. It is a command, a request, or an instruction. Here, basically, we have all instructions. So, imperative sentences are used to instruct someone. So, what does it mean? For example, the first sentence, ergänze die Tabelle. Fill the table. It is an instruction. Kommen Sie bitte um 10 Uhr. Please come at 10 o'clock. That is a request. Macht bitte die Hausaufgaben. Please do the homework. That is also kind of an instruction or request. Sprich bitte auf Deutsch. Please speak in German. It is an instruction. So basically, imperative sentences are used to give an instruction or a command or to request. Okay, fine. Now, our next question. Whom does one normally request or command or instruct? Option A, oneself, that is first person. Option B, the person we are talking to, that is second person. Or option C, the person we are talking about but is not listening, that is the third person. So you must have guessed it correct. It is option B. The person we are talking to, you cannot request yourself. You cannot request a third person. For example, I am talking to you. While talking to you, I cannot instruct my friend. No. The person who is listening to me, that is second person, only he can be instructed or commanded or requested. Okay. So our basically concerned pronouns are do, ear, z. Correct? Do is second person singular, informal. Ear is second person plural. And Z is second person but formal, respect. Only these three pronouns are of our concern in imperative. Okay, good. Next question. How does an imperative sentence start? With the subject, with the verb, with the object. You can see here, it always starts with the verb. Okay, always start an imperative sentence with the verb. Very simple. How does an imperative sentence usually end? Exclamation mark, full stop, comma, colon. Obviously, it is exclamation mark. Okay. Mostly, I'm not saying all the time. People also give full stop sometimes. That is also fine, but mostly it ends with an exclamation mark. Okay. So basically, we have understood the crux of imperative. That's all. Actually, the concept, the same things I have mentioned over here. I'll read them out. This is just an example. Gehen Sie geradeaus. Please go straight. That is also a instruction. Okay, so what are the conceptual understanding things over here? Imperative is used to form requests, give command or instructions. Imperative is directed to only second person. So the pronouns concerned are do if you're talking to one person, ear if you're talking to multiple people. For example, I'm talking to my whole class. Then I'll use the ear form of imperative. Z. For example, I'm talking to the principal. So I will use the Z form of imperative. Z if you're talking to a respected or unknown person. And where, yes. Where is also used. Basically, these three are main imperative forms, do, ear, and Z. But where also has an imperative form. For example, I'm suggesting someone something to do. For example, let us go to party, let us go to the hotel, let us go to the cafe. Okay, if I'm suggesting something for me and someone who is with me, then it is a we or form of imperative. Okay, so if you are suggesting something for yourself and the person with you, that is a we or form of imperative. Okay, imperative sentences always start with the verb. Imperative sentences mostly end with an exclamation mark, and the words doc or mal are used in imperative to urge, and bitter is used to request. For example, I'll give you one example. Uh, Kom doc in skino mit. Here, doc does not actually have any meaning. It is just to urge. Please do come with me in the cinema hall. So here, doc is to urge. Mal can also be used that way. Okay, kom mal in skino mit. And bitter, if you put bitter, then it will be a request. For example, gay bitter in den Supermarkt. Okay, so it is a request. Please go to the supermarket. Okay, that is the concept. Now we are going to deal with each forms of imperative separately. We will start with do form. How to form an imperative sentence for do. That means when I'm talking to only one person. Imperative means do. The pronoun do is not written in the sentence. Although I'm referring to do, referring to one person I'm talking to, the word do is not written in the imperative sentence. Okay? And then we also require the verb in imperative form. We cannot use the verb in infinitive form or conjugated form. We need a separate imperative form of the verb in the sentence. So, how to form the imperative form for do? Just conjugate the verb according to do and then cut the ending st. Okay? For example, makhem. If the verb that we are using is makhem, conjugate it according to do, it becomes maxed. Cut st, mark will remain. Mark the house of garden means to do the homeworks. Jeden Tag Tennis spielen. Okay, so our verb is spielen. It becomes spielst. You cut st, it will remain spiel. Spiel Tennis jeden Tag or spiel jeden Tag Tennis. Okay, so this spiel or mark are imperative forms. We need to use only imperative forms in imperative sentence. Okay, now there are some more examples for us to practice. I have given the phrases here. you have to form an imperative out of it. For example, here, here, common means coming here. So you have to instruct come here. How will you do that? You have to take the verb, conjugate it according to according to do, cut st, and you will get the imperative form of the verb, come. So come here, here is the imperative sentence. Come here. Zum Arzt gehen. Here also, we'll conjugate according to do. That becomes gehst. And then we'll cut st. It will become geh. Geh zum Arzt. Ein Glas Milch trinken. It will become trinkst. We need only drink. So trink ein Glas Milch. Die Antworten schreiben. So it will become schreibst. Schreibst will cut st, it will become schreib. Schreib doch. We can add doch or mal in between. Schreib doch die Antworten. Or schreib bitte die Antworten. Means write the answers. Die Eltern nach dem Picknick fragen. Here the verb is fragen. It will become fragst. We'll cut st. It remains frag. Frag die Eltern nach dem Picknick. And then eine Schokolade mitbringen. If you observe here, the verb is mitbringen, which is a separable verb. Mit is the prefix and bringen is the main verb. So prefix will go at the end as usual. So we'll take the main verb, that is bringen. It becomes bringst. We'll cut st. Bring will remain. Bring bitte eine Schokolade mit. Okay, very simple. Now we have certain kind of verbs whose root ends with T or D. We have learned this category in 6th standard. Whenever the root of the verb ends with T or D, we add an extra E before the ending. So for arbeiten, it becomes arbeitest. Okay, and what is the next step? We cut st. Here we cut only st. Do not cut this extra E that we have added. It will remain in the imperative form. Arbeiter. Okay. For example, here fleißig arbeiten will become Arbeiter fleißig. Okay. Warten. Warten means to wait. Warten will become wartest. Will cut st. Will become warte. Warte bitte auf mich. Please wait for me. Beantworten is to answer. Become beantworte die Frage. Imperative bilden. Here also the root ends with B. So again it will become bildest. Form will be builder. Builder imperative. Sorry. Okay, and then fünf Wörter finden. Wörter means words. Find 5 words. Maybe in a crossword puzzle this instruction is given. Find any 5 words. So again here it will become finder. Finder 5 Wörter. Okay, simple. I'll try to revise everything. So whatever we have learned, imperative is a request or a command or instruction. This only for do, ear, z, and fear. It starts with a verb, ends with an exclamation mark. The words like doch or mal are used for urging, and bitte is used for requesting. Then we learned how to uh, change the verb in imperative form for do. For do, we just conjugate the verb according to st, according to do, and then cut st. So machen will become mag, Spielen will become spiel, komm, geh, trink, schreib, etc. Okay, good. Now we will look at the next form, that is ear. When I'm talking to multiple people, the verb form will change. Till now we were doing the do form. Now we are going to see how will be the ear form if I'm talking to multiple people. So here it is extremely simple. You just have to conjugate the verb according to ear. That's it. No other change. For example, machen. Conjugation for ear is marked. So it will remain marked only. Marked the house of Gaben. Jeden Tag Tennis spielen. Conjugation of spielen for ear is spielt. The imperative form is also spielt only. Spielt Tennis jeden Tag. Similarly, for kommen it is kommt. Imperative form is also kommt only. Kommt hier, her. Zum Arzt gehen. It will become geht zum Arzt. Ein Glas Milch trinken. Trinken, conjugation is trinkt. That is also our imperative form. So trinkt ein Glas Milch. Here also, you do not write the word ear in it. From the verb conjugation, it is clear that I am talking to multiple people. Don't write the word ear in it. Trinkt ein Glas Milch. Die Antworten schreiben will become schreibt. Die Antworten. And die Eltern nach dem Picknick fragen will become fragt. Die Eltern nach dem Picknick. Eine Schokolade mitbringen will become bringt. Eine Schokolade mit. Okay? Simple. So ear form is very simple. The verb conjugation for ear itself is the imperative form for ear. Same is the case. Okay, before we go to Z, we have one more. Here, fleißig arbeiten. The same verbs I have taken. Here also, arbeiten you conjugate according to ear. It is arbeitet. The same form is imperative form also. Arbeitet fleißig. Okay. Warten also it becomes wartet. It becomes wartet auf mich. Here also beantwortet die Fragen. Bildet Imperativ. Findet führte. Okay. Very simple. That was the ear form. For Z also, Z is the simplest form. But what is the difference here? The pronoun Z is used in the sentence. We were not writing do and ear in the imperative sentence. But the pronoun Z is written in the sentence. And the conjugation is for Z. That means the infinitive form only. Because conjugation for capital Z is the infinitive form only. Same. So machen, conjugation for Z is machen only. So it will become machen Z, the house of Gaben. Do not forget this Z. Jeden Tag Tennis spielen, spielen Sie jeden Tag Tennis. So this is when you are talking to someone respected. Here also, zum Arzt gehen will become gehen Sie zum Arzt. Hier, her, kommen, kommen Sie hier, her. Ein Glas Milch trinken, trinken Sie ein Glas Milch. Die Antworten schreiben, schreiben Sie die Antworten. Den Chef nach dem Urlaub fragen, fragen Sie den Chef nach dem Urlaub. Means ask the boss about the vacation. Eine Schokolade mitbringen, bringen Sie eine Schokolade mit. Similarly, arbeiten Sie fleißig, warten Sie auf mich, beantworten Sie die Fragen, bilden Sie Imperativ, and finden Sie Führwörter. Okay, all this is for respect. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to stop now. We will look at the remaining part of this topic in the next video. Okay. So this done. Cheers.